Scholastic Audio presents Dragon Girls, Special Edition, Rani the Enchanted Dragon by Maddy Mara, read by Sharmila G. Lash. Are they older, perhaps? Or are they the younger ones? Rani wasn't sure, but there was definitely something different about them. The shadow cluster continued to fly higher and higher. They darted through a large white cloud. Rani let out a cry as the cloud turned to dust. A moment later, the bright shadows swooped low, skimming across the treetops. Any leaves they touched instantly changed into wriggling lizards, which scampered down the tree trunks, leaving the trees bare of leaves. When the shadow streaked past an apple tree, the fruit transformed into red spiders that scurried off in all directions. Rani roared with dismay. If the bright shadows were affecting clouds and leaves and fruit like this, what was happening to poor Squeaklet deep inside that swirling, glowing mass? "Let Squeaklet go!" Rani roared, a golden mist billowing out of her again. But it was clear the bright shadows had no intention of stopping. Some of the biggest, shiniest ones whirled around Rani, hissing into her face and wrapping themselves around her wings. Rani felt the sting of their touch again, but luckily they didn't seem to affect her in any other way. "Is it because I'm the enchanted dragon?" she wondered. Whatever the reason, Rani was very glad her wings hadn't turned to dust or spiders. The bright shadows were now down in the trees, creating hundreds of leaf lizards in their wake. Rani followed close behind. "You can't get away from me!" Rani roared. Once again, a golden, twinkling cloud appeared, and this time, Rani was sure it had come from her. The gold cloud of her roar whooshed out and engulfed a leaf lizard. It instantly turned back to a leaf. Rani felt a jolt of surprise. Quickly, she roared again, this time over a cluster of red spiders clinging to a branch. As the fog of her roar covered them, the spiders turned back into juicy, shiny apples. "That's so cool!" Rani marveled. "My roar can undo the bright shadow's toxic magic." The Tree Queen had told Rani she would discover she had all kinds of powers. This one was definitely going to come in handy. Just then, the mass of bright shadows separated and fanned themselves out across the sky like a wall of light. Rani tried to stop, but she was going far too fast. She flew right through the bright shadows. Her ears hummed with a high-pitched sound, and her eyes were so dazzled that for a moment she couldn't see anything. At full speed, Rani slammed into a tree and the air was pushed from her lungs. Rani tumbled to the ground, crashing through the branches as she fell, hard. For a moment, Rani lay frozen, unable to cry out or move. Finally, she drew in a gasping breath and cautiously opened one eye, then the other. She had landed in some kind of gloomy swamp. Above her hovered a cold mist, making it hard to see more than a few feet away. Looking up, Rani could just make out the sky swirls, but there was no sign of the bright shadows, or of any other living creature for that matter. Rani suddenly felt very alone. "Hello?" she roared. "Anyone there?" In the swampy darkness, her roar seemed warm and comforting. It reminded Rani of when she rubbed a patch clear on the bathroom mirror after she'd taken a shower, but soon the golden light faded. Suddenly, Rani's ears began to hum, just like when she'd slammed into the wall of bright shadows. "There's danger here," she thought, tensing. A figure stepped out from behind a huge moss-covered rock, so bright that Rani had to shield her eyes. But she could guess who this was. The thumping of her heart had already told her. "Well, enchanted dragon," the Shadow Queen said, Her voice made Rani's face feel hot and caused a shiver to run down her spine at the same time. "What a pleasure it is to meet you,"